So the HCCH 1996 Child Protection Convention provides a comprehensive private international law framework that enables contracting parties to protect children in cross-border situations. Now, protection under the Convention does not only mean giving certainty in attributing jurisdiction to a country to issue measures of protection or indicating the applicable law. The 1996 Child Protection Convention goes beyond that. It ensures that measures of protection will be recognized and enforced in all other contracting parties, and it creates a robust framework for international cooperation. This means that it establishes mechanisms and obligations that ensure the safeguarding of children's best interests in cross-border situations. The Child Protection Convention enables competent authorities to protect children and cooperate in a varied range of cross-border situations. It offers states practical means to fulfill international obligations arising under the United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Child. The Child Protection Convention also applies to a wide range of civil measures for the protection of a child and a child's property. And this ranges from orders concerning parental responsibility and contact to public measures of protection and care, as well as matters of representation to the protection of the child's property. Based on the principle that child protection provisions should constitute an integrated whole, the Convention has a broad scope, covering both public and private measures of protection or care. The Child Protection Convention overcomes the uncertainty that may otherwise arise were separate rules to apply to different categories of protective measures applicable to a child. It takes into account the wide variety of legal institutions and systems of protection that exist around the world and avoids legal and administrative conflicts, enabling effective international civil cooperation in child protection matters. The Convention therefore provides an opportunity to build bridges between legal systems with diverse cultural and religious traditions. The 1996 Child Protection Convention celebrated its silver anniversary, 25 years this year in 2021. In its 25 years of existence, cross-border child protection has become only more urgent, and the Child Protection Convention has proved to be a unique private international law instrument that deals with this comprehensively. Currently, the Convention has a network of 53 contracting parties all across the globe, and this also includes countries with Islamic traditions such as Morocco and Turkey. The inclusion of kafala as a system and a measure of protection within the scope of the Convention was an innovation at the time that allows building bridges between legal systems and institutions that focus on child protection. The 1996 Child Protection Convention also reinforces the 1980 Child Abduction Convention and has become a crucial tool not just to facilitate the return of abducted children, but also to take care of their physical and their psychological needs. Now, another significant achievement was that the Convention helps provide access to justice for all children, regardless of their nationality, their legal status, or the legal status of their parents or guardians. And by saying this, I must stress the pivotal role of the Child Abduction and Child Protection Conventions, and in particular the Child Protection Convention, in protecting the most vulnerable children, those who are unable to be taken care of by their parents or guardians, children that find themselves moving across borders, and in particular, refugee and internationally displaced children. And the range of possibilities offered by the Child Protection Convention is truly extensive because the Convention does not limit which measures of protection can be taken in cases falling within its scope. Instead, the Convention only has a set of examples in Article 3. Now, another remarkable feature of this convention is that it uses concepts that do not interfere with the particularities of each legal system. So, for example, parental responsibility. So the convention is sensitive to the diversity of legal institutions and also includes, for example, the Islamic institution of kafala. Now, measures of protection under the convention may include resolving questions of parental responsibility, in this case, who holds the responsibility and how are they supposed to act to fulfill these duties. Now, measures of protection may also settle how the child and parents in a cross-border situation can arrange contact with each other or shared parenting time. Measures of protection may involve placing a child in foster or institutional care or setting up a supervision system by public authorities. Now, specific obligations arise for contracting parties to the Child Protection Convention when an authority is contemplating the placement of a child abroad under Article 33 of the Convention. There is obligatory consultation among the involved contracting states, and the central authority of the sending state must transmit a report on the child together with the reasons for the placement. The central authority of the receiving state must consent, taking into account the best interests of the child. Now further, if Article 33 is not complied with, the authorities can refuse to recognize the measure of protection on alternative care that was taken by another state. In this way, the Convention also acts to prevent the illicit practices that may arise in this situation, which means that countries cannot use cross-border placement as a way of circumventing, for example, the 1993 Inter-Country Adoption Convention. So altogether, the Child Protection Convention protects children from being subject to conflicting decisions regarding alternative care and parental responsibility. And at the same time, it protects the right of the child to be heard, because recognition of a measure of protection, including placement in alternative care, can be refused by another state if the measure was taken without allowing the child to be heard. And the only exception to that is in the case of urgency, which is again a narrow, restrictive sort of situation.